Okay guys, welcome back to Cycle Every Day. Today what I wanted to talk about was what makes a great folding bike from our opinion, and we're going to be looking at comparing our two folding bikes, one which is electric, one which is the Brompton, and just some key things that we'd be considering now we've had these folding bikes for a while, in terms of what makes them good and what makes them not so good. So we're going to crack on straight away with the foldability, which we think is absolutely key in terms of a folding bike, and just comparing the Brompton to the e-bike to start with. So one of the key differences between some folding bikes and the Brompton is the way that it folds, and as you notice on this folding bike, it folds in half. So the bike folds from the middle point and folds in on itself, whereas the Brompton folds here and here into thirds. So straight away this bike will not fold up as small as a Brompton. And if I just show you how to fold this bike, for example, what we do is take this, undo the clasp, and basically it folds up. This bike's been brilliant because it's an e-bike and it actually allowed me to get to work when I first started cycling. However, I've always had the main problem with this bike has always been once it's been folded down, it just about fits underneath the desk at work when it's fully folded, but also it kind of, when it is folded, there's nothing that keeps it together. When you move it around, it kind of falls apart. There's nothing there to help it kind of stay in place once folded. I think this is really important when you think about a bike, a folding bike, because if you need a folding bike that doesn't matter so much about how small it folds up and it's just going to be out the way and you're going to use it occasionally, then a folding bike like this is fine, it's brilliant. But if you need a folding bike that you're going to be carrying around, this bike or bikes like these aren't going to be any good for that. For example, if you wanted to take on a bus or a train, this bike is still quite big once it's folded, and trying to get onto a bus with this bike flapping around is just going to be a pain. It's also not very stable once it's folded. But like I said, if for example you just go on a holiday, you take it in a caravan or a camper van, and it doesn't matter so much, then it's perfect for that. But where the Brompton wins out, I think, or from my personal experience, is that it's a small package that's designed to be folded and designed to be moved around when it's folded, whereas this bike really isn't. So that, moving on to the Brompton and how we use it every day, and why I think this is our best folding bike, is the fact that it is so small. So for example, when we go out, go shopping, the biggest issue is actually trying to find somewhere to lock the bike up, or to find somewhere safe to lock it. And generally speaking, there aren't many places to lock a bike, but sometimes you do find it, and then it's a case of trying to use a lock and get it somewhere safe, and then just worrying about it. I mean, I personally just worry about leaving the bike outside all the time, in case when I get back it's going to be stolen. But the perfect thing about the Brompton is that you don't need to worry about locking it up. So I don't carry a lock around. For start off, they're really heavy, some of the U-locks anyway, and I don't carry a lock around because I don't need to lock the Brompton up. I just take the Brompton everywhere with me, so when I go into a shop I take it with me. No one ever says anything because it's folded up and it's so small, and I carry it. However, obviously the Brompton can be wheeled around as well, so I haven't got the easy wheels and I'm thinking about getting those. But as soon as if you have the easy wheels, you can wheel your Brompton round, and then when you get out you don't need to unlock it, you just unfold it and just make your way back home or on wherever you're going next. So yeah, I know it's only a short video guys, but honestly I think that's the most important thing when you're considering buying a folding bike. Does it fit into your lifestyle, what you want to do? Do you want to leave your bike outside? Do you want to take it with you? And the real key thing I think is having a bike that fits what you want to do. And for me, that's why I use Brompton more than I use the e-bike, because I don't want to lock a bike up outside and worry about it getting stolen. and the Brompton allows me to take it anywhere because it does fold up so small. Now, hopefully you've enjoyed the video, found it useful and interesting, and that's what I just think, you know, have a think about how you would use a folding bike, whether it's a Brompton or something else. There's lots of different types of folding bikes out there. But yeah, have a think about it, try it out, go to look at it, fold it down, see how heavy it is, and just make sure that you're happy with it, because you know, a folding bike, especially something like a Brompton, is a lot of money to spend, and you just need to make sure you're really happy. Obviously, guys, if you enjoyed the video, put a like on it, and comment below. Let me know what you think about other folding bikes maybe out there that you think are really useful. And yeah, thanks for subscribing, and I'll catch you in the next one.